College Algebra, Topic 4.1, Part 2, Number 4. We're going to divide these two polynomials by using synthetic division. So I'll begin by taking the divisor here, x plus 4, and setting it equal to 0, and solving for x. I'll get x equals negative 4. Then from there, I'm going to take x equals negative 4, and then behind it put all the coefficients here. So the coefficients for x to the fourth is 1. The coefficient for x to the third, the missing term, is 0. The coefficient for x squared is 0. The coefficient for x is 0. And the constant is negative 256. Okay, put a line here, and got some space underneath. And remember, everything above the line will add to the top line. Everything below the line will multiply with the negative 4. It will always begin with 0. So 1 added to a 0 is 1. 1 times negative 4 is negative 4. 0 and a negative 4 make negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. 0 added to a 16 is 16. 16 times negative 4 is negative 64. 0 and negative 64 is negative 64. A negative 64 times a negative 4 is positive 256. A negative 256 and a positive 256 is 0. So what we have here are all the coefficients for a polynomial to the third power. So it's going to be 1x to the third minus 4x squared plus a 16x and a minus 64. The 0 is a remainder, so there's no remainder for this. Next, we're going to evaluate this problem by using synthetic division. So we'll take that x will equal 2 right here because we're putting 2 in for x. And then we'll start the process of synthetic division. The coefficients are 2, negative 5, negative 1 for x, and the constant 6. And here's our space. So we'll begin. 0 under the first number, and 2 drops down. So 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Negative 5 added to a 4 is negative 1. A negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. A negative 1 added to a negative 2 is negative 3. And a negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. A 6 and a negative 6 is 0, so our remainder is 0. Since our remainder is 0, we know that f of 2 equals 0, using the remainder theorem. Next, we have that x is 3 halves. So let's write down x is 3 halves. And the coefficients start off with the x cubed term, or 2. Then the x squared term is negative 5. The x term is negative 1. And the constant is 6. A little space here. Okay, then from there, we're going to put 0 here. And 2 added to 0 is 2. 2 times 3 over 2 is 3. A negative 5 and a positive 3 makes a negative 2. A negative 2 times a positive 3 over 2 gives me a negative 3. A negative 1 and a negative 3 makes negative 4. A negative 4 times a 3 over 2 is a negative 6. And a positive 6 and a negative 6 makes 0. So 0 is my remainder. Therefore, this the output of this function is 0 when you put 3 halves into it.